Hi everybody, how are you? My name is Lindsay, and let me just adjust this really quickly. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about am I in an abusive relationship? And I just should start off by saying that I am not a therapist, and so I cannot diagnose or treat or anything. There we go. And this is all from my own experience, recognizing an abusive relationship and then leaving the relationship. So, am I in an abusive relationship? The 10 signs. And also, some of you might be thinking, how would somebody not know they're in an abusive relationship? And the thing is it's because it's very tricky. It sneaks up on you. Everything is fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden it's like this slow drip. And over time, it's just like going and going and going, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what is, you kind of like, something usually happens and you just like wake up. So let's start off with number 10. 10, the 10th sign that you were in an abusive relationship for me was researching. Are you researching what is domestic violence? What is abuse? What's narcissism? What's a narcissist? What's it like to be in a relationship with a narcissist? Are you watching videos called Am I in an Abusive Relationship? If you're researching those things, chances are, yeah, things need to be looked at a little closer. Number 9, if there's substance abuse, and maybe you can't fully be like there's substance abuse, but if their drinking or drug use makes you uncomfortable, then that might be a sign that you're in an abusive relationship. 8, sarcasm. Sarcasm is one of the most insidious forms of abuse, because what your partner will do is say something that's really funny but also extremely hurtful and like tears your soul apart, but you're laughing, and so it's very, very, very tricky, but extremely, extremely abusive, and can keep going on all the time because they're just making jokes at your expense. That was one for me that once I recognized it, I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, like, that's crazy. And you can research that too, and that's totally a thing. 7, you are getting blamed for everything, and everything that bad happens is your fault. So if the person you're in a relationship with is always blaming you for everything, and you know, for some reason you start to believe it, that could be a sign that you're in an abusive relationship. When they don't take responsibility for everything and just blame you for everything. 6, if they never say sorry. That is a huge red flag. 5, you feel like you're walking on eggshells. That's a really big one. If you feel like, you know, at any moment they're just gonna like explode and like spray their venom all over you, of toxic energy, and like, ugh, that's a sign for sure. So number 4, any touching whatsoever during a fight or verbal disagreement, choking, pushing, prodding, slapping, restraining. If it's not neutral or loving, it's violence. And domestic violence is categorized as verbal, emotional, and physical abuse. So if they're touching you in ways that are making you uncomfortable, you're probably in an abusive relationship. You might be in an abusive relationship, I should say that. Number 3, if you don't want to tell others about their strange behavior because you don't want them to think badly about your partner, that's another big one. Isolation is a symptom of abuse, and so if you're too embarrassed to discuss what's happening to you, that could be a sign that maybe you're in an abusive relationship. For number 2, I put that you don't feel connected or heard in the relationship that you're in, and you don't really feel loved despite what is said. So always look at the actions and behaviors and almost never go by what people say, because actions speak much louder than words. And so for number 1, probably the most clearest way to know that you're in an abusive relationship is that you want to get out of it and you're too afraid. And that fear is a sign that maybe you might be in an abusive relationship. Anyways, alright, I hope that helped somebody. I mean, I know a lot of people that probably should hear this, but haven't gotten there yet. So, alright guys, more happy stuff to come, I promise, on this channel. So if you want to subscribe, me and my daughter are going to be doing lots of camping videos and cooking tutorials and makeup stuff. And then, you know, I gotta share some of this heavy stuff too, because it's a big part of who I am. And so, anyways, alright, I love you guys. Thank you much. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Love ya.